What's going on, guys? Squeebs and Crew back with another episode. All right, before we start this, there was two game sevens. What was your favorite game seven to watch?
I mean, if you don't say the Nets and Bucks, get the fuck out of here.
Nets and Bucks. The funny
If you
thing
don't say
was,
Nets and Bucks, get the fuck out of here.
but you got to think about the
No,
anticipation
no,
of the Sixers, and Hawks.
fuck
The
no.
Hawks came, dude. The Hawks came out of nowhere. Nowhere. Nobody believed in them, but who believed in them,
What were you doing on Saturday? What was you doing?
dude?
You probably standing up, sitting there watching the game.
And I was doing the same thing last night.
I wasn't.
Come on, man.
No,
The Hawks are in the Eastern Conference Finals.
you're fucking no. We're not doing this. This is not. You're not giving the Hawks 76ers. You tell me it's a better game.
I'm not saying it's a better game. I'm saying maybe it gave you more anticipation of what was going to happen.
No, it's not. I don't care about no damn anticipation. I care about what the factor of what it gave me. The thrill of seeing KD hit that shot and miss that shot was great enough for me than the whole game of watching Ben Simmons suck ass.
He's getting a lot of hate right now.
As you know.
And the thing is you got to get him out of Philly. And it's not even about him being bad. It's the fans will never forget this.
Hey, they did the same thing to my guy Carson, Mr. Walking to him. I had a background with my friend Carson, and now I can't even do that no more.
They're never going to forget this. Never.
Philly, as a Philly fan, they some assholes. They some assholes.
You have to trade him away, but I wouldn't give him away for nothing. You got to get something out of him.
I mean, first of all,
he's still an all-star.
Yeah.
But I said this when I compared him to Jason Tatum back in 2018, 2019.
First of all, people that make comparisons literally need to be in a trash can.
Yes, but you have to be able to score the basketball to be a good player.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
You got to be able to make a 2-foot floater, and he can't even do that. He gave up a layup to pass the ball and turn the ball over. And you saw Joel Embiid post game. He said that was one of the biggest mistakes in the game.
I feel like
that led to them losing.
There's a bunch of people that had careers that didn't score.
But they could have made
Dennis Rodman.
But it's different.
How's it different?
Because people think Ben Simmons is the guy. People didn't think. But that's Dennis Rodman can make a jump shot.
Nah, whoa. Dennis Rodman
a 4-foot jump
rebound. First of all, Dennis was going to dunk everything. He wasn't going to try to take a little jump shot. That wasn't his game. If you actually saw Dennis Rodman's game, he could take a jump shot. The thing about Ben Simmons is people are forgetting he's supposed to be a point guard. And today's point guards shoot the basketball. And he's not playing like today's point guards. He's playing like the fucking old Jason kids, the old fucking bring the ball down, we're going to run a set play, I'm going to pass it here, then we'll screen here. He's doing that shit. He's not playing like the new day point guards who need to be able to jack up 3 step back.
Yeah, he can't be scared to shoot to drive the ball in the lane and get to the free throw line.
No, that's when his shot. He is a terrible free throw shooter.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
When you're a terrible free throw shooter, you try not to get fouled. He was going to get fouled. He was going to make 1 or miss 2. It's no make 2.
Well, he's definitely done. And
he's done in Philly. I told you.
Ben Simmons' career free throw percentage is 56%. Dennis Rodman's was 68%. So
I'm not saying Dennis Rodman's a better player.
I know, but you got to be able to do some kind of scoring to be a true all-star and the second best player on a championship team.
You know how many assists he had last night? He had 13 assists.
Okay, he had 13 assists. He had 4 points. He took 4 shots.
They were still in the game, and he didn't score.
I'm just saying the Sixers aren't going to win a championship with Ben Simmons on that roster. Because here's the thing. And I was watching it was game 6 when I noticed it. If Tyrese Maxey starts for the Sixers, they might beat the Hawks. They might have won this series. I wouldn't say if you start him every game, but if they might have won game 7.
T. Lewis and must not play an All-Star. You know, most of their rebounds. I'm saying Ben Simmons.
I'm saying with that matchup, with how fast paced the Hawks play, and the amount of things they score fast. And you saw in Game 6, Tyrese Maxey came off the bench and scored 20-plus points. Mm-hmm. And they were in that game for a while until they started doing hack-a-ban and this and that. I'm telling you, dude.
He is a liability, yes. But
he's a liability in a closing game.
Yeah, closing game, they had good chances. First of all, Embiid, it was 86-84. Embiid shot a 3. Why didn't he shoot a 3?
That's the other thing about
went to the post. The Sixers are running.
Their shot selection is ass.
Their shot selection screws up just as much as Ben Simmons in the clutch because of hack of Ben. But the same situation is if you do run smart sets, like that's on Doc Rivers. He should have known his player that's struggling is not in a position to do great. I got to put him in a position to do great. His best thing to do would have been, hey, Ben, all game, fast break, try to dunk it every time.
Yeah.
That's on Doc Rivers. It's not on Ben Simmons as much as on Doc Rivers.
I think as much as I want to sit here and say Simmons didn't do this, didn't do that, I will put majority of the blame on this series to Doc Rivers. I think the coaching wasn't as good. I think they didn't shift defense as well against Trae Young.
No.
I think they should have played Matisse Thybulle a little bit more because to have a guy like who was it that came in? I would have rather had Thybulle in the game than Korkmaz on defense, especially on Trae Young, because Trae Young did whatever he wanted to do on the court, and he didn't have a great game
even when he was playing terrible.
But I would have switched off Seth Curry on Kevin Huerter too, and Huerter was going off. There was no switching on defense.
He's a terrible coaching, and
I think Doc Rivers.
No offense to Doc, heck, you won your one. That was luck because you had good players, but.
It's a tough situation, and especially in Philly, dude. This is the worst thing to happen to an organization like that. But
organization, it's the city. The city.
No, but Philly loves their basketball, and I saw
their sports teams. When their sports teams are producing, they're gonna let you know you are fucked.
And there's a lot of burnt Ben Simmons jerseys last night.
Yeah, well, they burnt. They literally. I think Philly's spoiled. Philly is the most spoiled.
Ben Simmons' jersey was trending on Twitter last night.
Yeah, because they were probably like selling and shit. And you know what Ben Simmons probably did? You know what Ben Simmons probably did? Went home, got in his fucking big ass tub, and thought, man, waving millions in his hand, I'm great.
Dude, he is locked in a lot of money, and I don't think it's either one. Ben Simmons, he's got his money. He's first team all defense. He's a great player. He's sitting there saying, you know what? There's not much more I can do. And maybe there's not. But you got to understand at some point, maybe change your shot up, maybe get in the gym a little more. I mean, do something to help the team a little bit. Because it seems this has been the situation for the last 2 years.
3.
And it doesn't seem like his 3 years. And it doesn't seem like his jump shot's got any better.
I think, if you remember early in the season, he went against Rudy Gobert played center and whooped his ass. He had like 40-something points. Why didn't you say, hey, Ben, do that every night? Is it because of Joel Embiid? Like, I feel like they don't play good together, and I think this is.
See, I thought that a couple of years ago when they was talking about blowing it up, and I think those two don't mesh.
No, not at all, and it showed.
Yeah, I think, and me and you talked about this yesterday. I think Ben Simmons works in a system with a bunch of shooters, and I don't think Philly. I mean, they got Seth Curry, they got Tobias Harris, but the problem is their offense isn't revolved around shooting, and I think that's where Ben Simmons needs to be in an offense revolves around shooting.
You know what team he would thrive for as the.
He needs to go to a fast-paced shooting team, and that would be the Warriors, obviously.
Yeah, we said that one.
Well, and another team that would be interesting would be. I had it in my head. I can't.
The Utah Jazz.
No, not the Utah Jazz. But yeah, the Utah Jazz maybe.
I mean, the problem with the Utah Jazz was they couldn't go small to match up with the Clippers, right?
Yeah.
So if you have Ben Simmons, you can go small and match it with the Clippers, correct?
The other thing about the Jazz is
they had it and they lost it.
Well, here's the thing, and it's funny you brought up Rudy Gobert because he's getting a lot of slander right now on Defensive Player of the Year things.
Yeah, but it's
because DeAndre Ayton went up and cooked up the Clippers, and Rudy Gobert couldn't do that. Okay. But then when what's it called? When the Clippers went in tried to go big on DeAndre Ayton, he stepped up. But when the Clippers brought in Batum and Marcus Morris, and Gobert couldn't even defend those guys.
Because Gobert's an overpaid center that blocks shots, and when they got it exposed for the first time, and then most teams are going to take note of that. And
let me ask you a question: Did Gobert deserve defense play this year, or should it have gotten Ben Simmons?
I don't think it should have went to either. I thought Bam Adebayo was a great option there. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't think Ben should have got it because Ben got torched as well.
Yeah, but it's an interesting conversation. I mean, defensive player of the year always just is so random, and I feel like people are always complaining about who gets it. Because here's the thing: there's not much defense going on.
No, hell no. Like Draymond was like, I'm the best defender ever, and he actually had an argument. He had an argument to get it.
He could, because he does play good defense.
Mm-hmm.
And especially him being undersized at the position he plays for that team.
Yeah, he could have got it.
Yeah, he could have.
I think Bam should have got it because one, Bam blocks shots, does steals, and he has to guard the biggest defender. Like he has to guard Embiid, Anthony Davis, those types of guys every night, while also having to run mid-range. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh. We almost had
the other. And, dude, the whole entire game last night, you know me, I'm sitting there. I got my Twitter fingers out. Because I said this was going to happen. I said the Hawks were going to make it because
you're still riding your high horse.
I am high because nobody believed in the Hawks. And here's the thing. If this was anyone, maybe Luka or anyone else who did this, there's a statue outside. Trae Young needs some fucking credit.
I mean,
because he led this team. He didn't play great yesterday, but everything he does on the court. And I mean, this team's in the East Conference Finals, and the funny thing is, I saw someone talk about this a couple days ago. Actually, the Hawks team is kind of like what the Warriors were in 2013. Like
you saw that too,
right? You saw that
uh-huh.
the way that, and I thought about it for like 5 minutes. I went back and rewatched it.
It's like the team,
but it makes sense. It's not the player. It's not about the players.
No,
it's about how they're building the team.
And it's like, oh, well, they wasn't expected to have much success, and all of a sudden,
right? You look at a guy like Trae Young, kind of like what Steph Curry did for them. He brought offensive 3-point everything. You look at what John Collins is doing. It's kind of what Draymond did. I mean, Draymond wasn't that great early years. John Collins is getting better defensively too, and now he's starting, and he's better offensively. And I don't know what the contract situation is like with Bogdanovich or whatever it is, but him and Herter kind of do what Klay Thompson did. They're going to be
great
good for
veterans off the bench with Gallinari.
Right. Gallinari, yeah, he brings depth off the bench.
Don't forget our sixth man, Lou Will.
Lou Will.
Hey, I'm glad it worked out for Lou Will because Lou Will thought he was going to have to retire because he wasn't going to be on a playoff team. But now he's in the Eastern Conference Championship, even though the Clippers did go to the Eastern.
And I took a night to sleep on it after watching the game last night. I think they have a chance. They have a chance. The Hawks have a chance.
Okay.
They have a chance.
Yeah.
But I'm sticking to what I said. I think this is the year. And I think this is his only chance.
Giannis?
I think this is Giannis' only chance to win a championship.
It'll be his easiest.
No, I think this is it. Because you look at what's to come. And you've got the Warriors are going to be back. You've got this, and the Celtics are going to be good, and the Nets aren't going anywhere. No disrespect to what the Bucks did, but the Nets they weren't full form, and they will be next year. And
the Hawks ain't going anywhere. Keep saying
the Hawks aren't. Yeah, this is This is his chance to win a championship, and I do believe that the Bucks will win the championship this year. They will play the Clippers.
The Bucks are in the position I wanted the Trailblazers to be in last year, which was steal as many games as possible and try to get the easiest championship for them.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, And then we saw how hard that was because he ran to the Lakers.
The thing about easy, and I do agree that the playoffs, we're not getting the best of the best. We're not getting the best of the best. We're not, but
we're getting good basketball. We're getting
great basketball, and we're finally getting a playoff Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals with teams that have never been there since we've been alive. They haven't. And it's like
we've been alive for a lot of years.
We're gonna get not since we've been alive, but kind of the Hawks were there 6-7 years ago, whatever it was. But we're gonna get a finals matchup that we've never seen since we've been alive, me and you.
Yep.
And it's exciting, and I actually don't really care who wins.
Me because I don't like. Well, I like the Eastern Conference teams, but the Western teams hurt. But you know what I'm about to say to you? Which team do you feel like is going to hurt you worse that loses? Like, who do you want not to lose? Because someone's going to lose their first finals championship. Chris Paul's might lose his first finals. Devin Booker might lose his first finals. Giannis might lose his first finals.
Who do I want not to lose?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people tarnish legacies.
I have two answers for this. Since I picked the Bucks, of course I want to be right, and I want them to win.
Mm-hmm.
But the person I really would love to see hold the trophy up is Paul George. Because the shit that he's been through, and he's getting older.
Mm-hmm.
And this with Giannis, this is Paul George's shot. And to do it by himself and show that he is a true champion.
For me, there's two players I don't want to go there and lose. It's CP3 and it's Devin Booker. Because as you're saying, this might be Giannis's only shot. This might be Devin Booker's only shot.
See, I disagree with that. I disagree with that because I see the Suns as a team to be good for a very long time. You got to realize Devin Booker's very young.
I know he's young.
And Ayton's very young.
Very.
And Bridges is very young.
But CP3's not going to be able to bail them out every time.
But think about this. What they've built, they can bring guys in. They can get better. CP3 is a very good player, but they can get someone better.
How do you get better than CP3?
No, and I'm saying star format of like these young stars, the game is changing. And
the game is changing.
The game is changing. And the Suns have built something now that, free agents, I want to go to Phoenix. And I'll go play with that guy.
Yeah, but they're going to start paying. They're going to start paying Devin Booker. They're going to start paying.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying is, yes, I want to see Devin Booker win. That would be sad if he doesn't win. But it's like, it's a different situation with Giannis and Paul George because they're much older. I think that the Bucks are going to have a hard time paying the guys they have. They're going to have to dig down and change the team up a little bit in like a year or two. And Paul George, I mean, what's he, 30, 31? I don't know how old he is. He might be around there. And you look at what he did with the Pacers and all the slander he gets, it would be a shame for him to come up short. It would. And I really do hope that Kawhi comes back and can help him because it's going to be hard to beat either one of those teams with by himself. So, I don't know. CP3 apparently is coming back soon.
Paul George is 31.
Yeah, 31. I thought so. CP3 apparently is coming back. So, and I haven't seen one. I don't even know what's wrong with Kawhi. No one's saying anything.
I saw a quick little video of him standing outside of
I saw that too.
So
I don't know what it is.
Remember his thigh injury that was like lingering? I think it's one of those situations where like they don't want to rush it because anytime we've seen every time it's rushed, it always like bites him in the ass with AD. And
I think what's going to happen is because I think Kawhi knows it too. I mean, Kawhi's different though. The thing is like Kawhi's won. He's won 2 championships. I mean, I'm sure he wants to win again,
Mm-hmm.
but I think he knows how much this means to Paul George. So if he can play, and I'm not saying he's going to play because he's not going to play Game 2 on Tuesday night. That's tomorrow night. They play tomorrow night. Yeah. If they lose tomorrow night, you'll see him in uniform on Friday night. But if they win tomorrow night, I think they'll wait. Because this is going to go 6-7 games. I think they'll wait if they lose tomorrow. If they win tomorrow night.
I think the more he waits, the more chances there to get swept. Paul George can be incredible.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if they win tomorrow night, they'll wait. But if they lose, he's going to play Game 3.
What I'm telling you is if he doesn't play Game 3, the series is a wrap. Game 4. The Suns are serious. They mean
they are. Yeah,
if
you're
CP3
right.
is coming back sooner than later, then Kawhi needs to come back sooner than later because as soon as CP3 hits that ground, it's over for them. I don't care if he plays 20 minutes. He's going to dissect them for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And Paul George Paul George got the respect of the league back. He got it. He's cool.
Did he, though?
He got mine back. Hey, you know I have a top 5 of favorite players to watch. He's back at 3 for me.
Yeah. I mean,
it's now LeBron, Dame, and now Paul George can start. He gets me a little tussle. Like I get little butterflies. I'm like, man, Paul George, there goes that man.
You know what?
Mama, there goes that man.
Think about the Hawks winning the final. I don't think they can, to be honest, but just like
ATL would burn down, dude. You know, they don't know how to celebrate. They don't know how to celebrate correctly because every time they try to celebrate, they just fuck it up.
All right. It's that time. And I know you hate this time, but it's time for picks. It's time for predictions. What do you got?
I told you. I said what did I say? I said, was it Suns in 5?
You got Suns. Yeah, you had Suns in 5.
And then I had the Bucks. I'm actually switching. I'm gonna go Suns in 4 and then Bucks in 5.
Suns in 4, dude. See now you're going with the slander for Paul George.
No, I'm not. I literally said he got the respect. I said he got the respect of the league, but literally after watching that game last night, like Booker's serious, dude.
I know. I want to say this one thing really quick. Do you think that the series is different and the Suns being prepared after watching them come down 2-0 twice in a row? I feel like that helps them because now it's like
I think we forgot. Suns watched them for a week struggle against the Jazz, and then they're like, all right. They figured out, this is how they're going to beat the Jazz. They spread everybody out. They watched for a week of their best play to win that series. You think they don't know how to win? And I think people forget how IQ smart CP3 is. He hasn't played a game yet, and he probably studied them all last night. And then he's probably not going to play game 2. He's going to study them all again. So when he comes in game 3, he's not going to miss one beat. He's just going to come out there, make sure the condition is okay because we know the vid is different and mess with everyone differently. But I see it in 4. I can't. In 2, the Clippers win a game, I'm calling sweep. The Bucks will lose a charity one to the Hawks because Trae Young's serious and Kevin Huerter. I'm not saying Herter, it's Huerter until someone tells me otherwise. Is a baller.
I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick with Clippers in 6. I'm gonna say that the Clippers will win tomorrow night. Paul George will have 40. I'm gonna say the Suns. The Suns will win game 3, and that will wake up Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard will be there for game 4, and they will win, tie it up 2-2, and they will win game 5 and game 6, or game 5 and game 6, and win it 4-2.
So you're saying Clips
when Kawhi comes back, they will win the last 2. Yes.
Clips win next game. Suns take the lead back, and then
2-1 Suns, sweep. And then reverse sweep. Yes. The Clippers will win in 6 games versus Suns, and it sucks to say that, but it's just my honest opinion. I would love to see the Suns win, but I think Paul George is ready for this moment. I think he's going to take it. Eastern Conference Finals. What do you got?
I told you Bucks in 5. And I feel like you better
Bucks in
not
5?
switch up and go Hawks. Actually, just because I know you want to go
No.
Bucks, I will go Hawks. I will take the Hawks in this situation. Hawks in 7. I'll take the Hawks in 7.
You know I love my Hawks.
I'm gonna take the Hawks in 7 because you're gonna take the Bucks.
You know I love my Hawks. I picked them to get this far. And the thing is, I don't think they're big enough. I don't, and it's not like that. This is my issue. My issue is going to come, and I want to say this quick. The Bucks don't have DiVincenzo, and we talked about this last night. It's pretty interesting of who's stepping up for the Bucks and Forbes and Connaughton. But besides the point, the issue is going to come because I've been watching these games pretty closely. Gallinari can't play defense to save his life. And Lou Williams can't play defense to save his life. And the way the Bucks run the rotations, and I noticed it in game 5 and 6, is they pull Giannis in the 6-minute mark in the first quarter. And the Hawks are going to have to be leading at every start of every game because come the second quarter, Trae Young's either got to stay in the game or they're going to have to bring John Collins with the second unit because Giannis is going to freaking destroy them. And it's going to become a problem because they're going to get in foul trouble and have to bring people off the bench, and John Collins has to be on the court at all times. I think the only way the Hawks win this series is if they win it in 7 games and Trae Young just has – I can't – it sucks because I want the Hawks to win, but no, they're going to lose in 5. The Hawks will lose this series in 5 games to the Milwaukee Bucks.
So you ready for my argument?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the first series, the Hawks played a player that was more dominant in the paint but could take outside shots, right? Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Julius Randle did not have a great series the whole time. He was uncomfortable. Couldn't do anything what he normally did. He torched the league, He had a great year. He was All-NBA, right? All-NBA first team, wasn't he? Or was it second team? He was All-NBA.
It was second team.
All right, so All-NBA player. So they made him comfortable. So then the next series, the Hawks played Ben Simmons, whose game is somewhat similar to Julius Randle's and Giannis's, you would say. More effective in the inside than the outside. Very obvious, right? He basically was a no-show. So what do you think the Hawks are going to do to Giannis when they play 2 players that have a similar inside's better than the outside type format? You're going to bet on Giannis is going to have to relinquish his ability to score because he's not going to be getting 40. I think the Hawks will know when it comes to Giannis, we're going to have to let everyone beat us. And Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton will be the important things. And if they don't show up for 4 games, Hawks win. And that's all I ask. 4 games, give me Hawks. Caw. Is that what a hawk makes?
I don't know, dude.
Hey, no matter what, you get to enjoy that Marcus Pierce is going to win this time because I've been tamed. Those predictions.
Nah. I just got this. I ever since the Nets and Bucks series started, and I made the prediction, I just have this vision of Giannis hosting up the
you're back to being your Messiah. Here we go.
No, I feel that this is his chance, and
you said his only chances, by the way.
His only chance, yeah, and I feel like he's got Middleton and Drew Holiday, and Drew Holiday has been playing very well. That was getting him was absolutely huge.
They're better than Bledsoe. Sorry. Bledsoe.
Oh yeah, better than Bledsoe. He sucks. Where the fuck is
Bledsoe?
Bledsoe?
Don't talk about little LeBron like that.
Where's Eric Bledsoe?
He's in New Orleans. He's in one of the worst teams in
he sucks,
history.
Enough.
He fucking sucks.
Dude, he sucks.
He doesn't suck. He's Bledsoe.
Talking about next year, there was a move made over the weekend.
So long
to my Kemba Walker
And we got Al back.
But I love this trade. Kemba Walker, 2021 first round pick, 2025 second round pick for Al Horford, Moses Brown, and a 2023 second round pick. I love it. We got rid of Kemba Walker's contract. You get a hometown favorite back.
Yeah, Al Horford's contract, though.
Yeah, but it's half of what Kemba's is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You get Moses Brown, who I think is a very good player. And getting Al Horford and Moses Brown lets us get rid of Tristan Thompson's contract next year. 2022, we got enough money to sign a big guy. I don't think that
you got two centers right there. We need to sign
no, big time player, like a big time guard.
Okay.
Big time guard. I think this point guard. I mean, whatever it is.
You got Marcus Smart, bro.
I know exactly what I was gonna say. This move lets Marcus Smart be the man, be the point guard of this team. I love it. I actually love, and people think I'm joking around on Twitter. I love this trade. And I think it was part of – this might have been the only trade that was available because nobody was going to take that contract. And the funny thing was is people were looking at this trade and it was like, oh, what the fuck was this? No, you have to look beyond the pieces involved. I mean, now you look at – we didn't really get –
right now.
Right. We didn't really get much to see what Evan Fournier was about because he had COVID issues. He was hurt. He didn't play that much. Now we get to re-sign him perfectly. We have the money to do it now. And you bring back Smart, Fournier, Brown, Tatum, Robert Williams, and Horford. I love it.
So what you're saying, you're going to start with your starting lineup projectively is going to be
Smart, Fournier, Brown, Tatum, and probably Horford. Or Robert Williams, and you bring Horford off the bench with Pritchard. And we still have 7.8. I think it's 7.8 million to sign someone else. We can get someone else to bring out the bench. And I've been hearing.
Y'all have what's his name? He was a top Jabari. Play Jabari.
Jabari Parker. Yeah, Jabari Parker will be at the bench too. Yeah.
Wow, y'all may be good. You may make it to a playoff game.
Playoff game? Dude, you look ahead to next year. Eastern Conference. The Nets. And I'm not going to include the Sixers right now because I don't know what they're going to look like.
I will. They're not going to be in the fucking playoffs.
So Nets, they're going to be
They're not going to be in playoffs. They're going to be the new Raptors. Trust me.
I see the Celtics as the third seed next year in the Eastern Conference.
Well, yeah, because one of the number one seed's going to drop.
I think it's going to be the Nets 1,
mm-hmm.
the Bucks 2, Celtics 3, Hawks 4, Sixers 5.
Knicks. Wait, you said Nets 1, Hawks 2?
No, I said Nets 1, Bucks 2, Celtics 3,
Uh-huh.
Hawks 4, Sixers 5. Right now, that's of the teams that are around.
Knicks take Sixers. Knicks take Sixers. We're getting another 4 or 5 Hawks.
I think the Wizards have a chance to be decent next year. I mean,
Wizards are going to trade Russ.
I've been hearing that they might trade Beal.
Well, the Wizards need to do what the Thunder are doing and blow that shit up.
They do, because it's so hard. You want them to be good so bad, and that's another player. Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, 2 players I would love to see win something. At least get somewhere in the playoffs.
Russ is going to win next year. It's going to happen. Russ is going to win next year. He's coming.
Why? Because he's going to
coming home. He's coming home, and he's going to run the show with Bron and AD.
And Bron busy. He in Space Jam.
Space Jam's not next year. Bron has one thing and more important right now. That's Space Jam. After that, he can get healthy. He gonna get to the gym, get a little run in, gonna post his little hype videos, listen to some Meek, some Future, some little Yachty. I don't know why he doesn't need a little Yachty, but ride the boat.
He's busy in Space Jam, bro. He not ready for this. Dude, I can't wait to see the Golden State Warriors next year.
Oh, God. I actually this is one of the first years I got to enjoy Steph because every year he's kind of like fucked my life when he played LeBron James. So it was nice not having to root against him. It was like, man, go Steph. Great shooter. Love him. And now I got to go back to, damn, Steph, why'd you have to come back? Oh, Clay, come on. Because remember how I felt during the Phoenix Suns? They didn't miss a shot.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have two teams that are not going to miss shots. Like, imagine that. We're going to have the Suns. That's going to be – I can't watch basketball next year because I'm going to break something. If LeBron has to play one, the Warriors in the first round, or two, the Suns in the first round, I'm going to have to sit in a room by myself to watch those games.
Well, we got 3 more series left. We got 2 one Eastern Conference, 1 Western Conference Finals, and then the finals. Well, we're gonna get ready to watch the Bucks and the Clippers in the finals, and then we're gonna watch the Bucks host the trophy and win the NBA Finals this year. That's what's gonna happen.
No, we're gonna watch the Suns versus the Hawks, and then we're gonna get the Suns, and we're gonna get CP3 and Cliff Paul. Cliff Paul's gonna come out in a State Farm shirt. He's gonna hold up the trophy.
Well, also we got the and I don't know if y'all been keeping up, but Euro 2020 bets I'm on a heater. And right now we got Netherlands up 3-0, and I had them today, so I'm hyped right now. But looking at tomorrow, I love England because I think England can win this whole thing. And I think Croatia beats Scotland tomorrow, so definitely take those 2 bets because I'm taking those 2 bets. England and Croatia money lines tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I like Sweden over Poland. Sweden got a good team. And I know you're not much into soccer, but I'm getting into it now.
Every time I get into it.
You're not into it because you keep picking wrong.
I picked wrong one day on that sport. And that was just because Portugal.
Hop on with England and Croatia tomorrow. 2 winners. Guaranteed winners.
Well, we'll talk about how much I'll put down because we broke, but I'll talk to you about that. We'll talk.
Guaranteed winners tomorrow. England and Croatia.
Guaranteed. You see what Charles had to say last night?
Actually, I'll go Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, I'm gonna take you right now. Guarantee the Milwaukee Bucks will win the NBA Finals.
Oh, you really went there. I thought we were talking about Euro.
Oh, okay. Guarantee England or Italy will win the Euro 2020s. I think. But we'll see.
I can't wait to come back a week or 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. I remember on the episode you said the Bucks are going to win. You're like, I didn't. I'm like, yeah, you did because you guaranteed it. I can't wait to do that.
Dude, dude, they're going to win.
For your sake, I hope so, because you've been like Messiah through this whole playoffs for some reason. What if you had a perfect record? What if you had a perfect record?
Fucking Damian Lillard. Fucking fucked me.
No, it wasn't Damian Lillard fucked you.
Yeah, it was.
No, that team fucked you. Yeah. Damian Lillard had that game.
I'm 11-1.
CJ. Poor CJ. He gone too. There's a lot of, we thought last year's NBA, I keep almost falling. We thought last year's NBA was shaking up. Wait until next year.
Yeah, next year's going to be great. Next year's going to be good. But before that, we're going to have football season, and that's going to be great. We're going to be talking a lot of football on here.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a lot of basketball. It's a lot of basketball right now, but that's going to change up in about a month or so. We're going to be doing some mock drafts on here, fantasy football. That's going to get ready for that.
I'll let y'all pick my starting quarterback. I'll win the league no matter what.
Mock drafts are going to be lit on here. But that's going to wrap it up for this week. Not sure if we're going to have a podcast next week. I will be on vacation, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do a small one.
A little vacay?
Yeah.
Where you going? We doing a little beachy action? You going?
Little beachy action.
Oh, we'll respect it. We'll respect it. A little sand in the toes.
Maybe a little 10-15 minute pod on the beach for a second. We'll see what happens. Depends if the Bucks and actually I don't know if the series will be over by then. I don't know what's going to be happening. But we'll see what happens.
I'll see you next week.
Bucks to win the NBA Finals. That's going to be a bet that I'm going to rock. I already have a Bucks NBA Finals bet that I still have.
You not already have a bet done.
I have them. I got them 2 weeks ago, and it's still in there, and I'm riding it.
Oh my gosh.
And if anybody saw it, I won $80. I mean, $80 on. I had Hawks to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I put that a couple weeks ago, and they won it. So I've been on a heater. I like Bucks to win the finals, and then England and Croatia tomorrow. So we'll see you guys next week or the week after that. Peace, boy.